I friggin' love a cozy pair of slippers.
I mean, who doesn't?
But seriously, you will almost never find me without slippers on my feet at home if the temperature is lower than, I don't know, 65 degrees?
True story. So you can imagine how jealous she was when I got my first pair of camp slippers last winter and started taking them on all our cold weather camping and backpacking trips.
Yeah. I may have threatened to drug him and steal them right off his feet a time or two.
Yeah.
Which, to be clear, I never actually did.
It's true, but that got us thinking that, hey, maybe we should share the magic and cozy wonder of camp slippers with all of you, including some of our favorite options.
Now, why these slippers and booties as opposed to any of the other dozens of options out there? Well, simple. These are more sustainable. I mean, who do you think we are?
By which we mean they're not only made of more responsible materials, but they're from responsible brands too.
And yes, all of them are totally PFAS-free and vegan, which means no down. Just warm, comfy, cozy, sustainable goodness for your feetsies.
So let's get into it, shall we? Starting with the Senuk Puffy Chiller. Is it a shoe or a slipper? Honestly, it's kind of both. The sole is nice and thick and has sufficient traction so you can wear them not just around the cabin or campground, but to the grocery store or around the ski lodge parking lot. The heel is designed to collapse so you can either just slide them on or wear them in full secure slipper mode. There's a hint of arch support and the insoles are nice and squishy, as you'd expect from Senuk. They're really nice and toasty and insulated, and while they aren't super plush in that department, the uppers and sole are a bit stiff. They'll certainly keep your tootsies safe from the cold for a while. It does kind of feel like wearing platform shoes because the sole is so thick, but maybe that's just because I'm used to more minimal style shoes. Basically, between the durability and style, these would make a perfect shoe/slipper to take camping, keep in your trailer, or toss in the back of your car. So after you're done skiing or hiking, you can kick off your boots and drive home in comfort. The soles have a slightly grippy rubber with a bit of traction, so they are more suitable for outdoor wear than many of the other options on this list. In fact, they may be more suitable for post-hike coffee runs and campground rambles than indoor use. Plus, check out those retro vibes. And they're sustainable thanks to the massive amount of recycled materials and midsole made with 55% sugarcane-based EVA foam. Pro tip, order a half size up as they run a bit snug.
Next up, the Big Agnes Full Moon Camp Booties. I don't really know where full moon comes from. Now, I love these for one main reason. They're ultra light. As in, a medium only weighs 5.6 ounces. Meaning, yeah, I will absolutely be taking these backpacking with me on all cold weather trips. Now, these are more of an inside slipper than an outside slipper. They aren't designed to be worn for more than a few steps outside a hut or tent or camper. The soles are durable, but not that durable. They are, however, designed to keep your feet super cozy while kicking it out of the cold or while getting cozy in your sleeping bag. And frankly, I loved wearing them around the house. The higher rise and cinch cord meant they stayed on my feet no matter what, and the recycled synthetic insulation is so light and fluffy. Seriously, I wanted to wear these everywhere. Will they be as warm and cozy if you expose your feet to the cold, say in a tailgate situation after a ski? Well, no, because that's not what they're designed to do. But if you're looking for a way to keep your tootsies cozy while backpacking, these are definitely the ticket. They do only come in black, but I have absolutely no issue with that. I mean, I'm not over here trying to color coordinate in my tent, okay? That's all I'm saying. But for hut use, inside your cabin, in your trailer, in your tent, in your home, these are my absolute new favorite slippers. Hands down.
Next up, the Merrell Hut Mach 2, the packable version. What makes it packable? Well, this zipper right here. See, if you're taking these hiking or backpacking or ski touring or whatever, you can zip both of the individual slippers together with the fabric sides facing in. That way, only the soles are exposed to the elements, thereby protecting the fabric bits from getting wet or dirty. And yes, they are available in a non-packable version if you'd rather not deal with the zipper. But honestly, I found that feature pretty handy. It really does make them easy to throw in a bag or clip onto your bag, and not have to worry about digging for the other slipper or getting them scraped up or filthy on your way to the campground. Plus, the soles are thick but lightweight. A pair weighs about 12 ounces, depending on the size, and provide plenty of protection from the cold ground. They're plenty roomy in the toe box, which is a plus, and will keep your toes from feeling smashed. I like that about them. These do function as slip-ons, what with the collapsible heel, but it doesn't feel like they're meant to be walked in like that. I don't know, it just feels funky. But it's easy enough to just slide the heel cup up and out with a finger. The footbed isn't plush, per se, but they are comfortable enough, especially if you've been wearing boots all day, and fairly minimalist. Plus, the webbing, mesh lining, and insole are made of 100% recycled materials, and the outsole is made of Bloom Performance Foam, which contains algae biomass, which actually transforms green water into clean water during harvesting. Pretty cool. They do come in several colors for men and women, by the way. Frankly, they'd be perfect for a hut trip, but also just to keep in your car to change into after hiking or skiing or whatever. They wouldn't do well in deep snow or super icy surfaces though, just keep that in mind. They're not the warmest on this list, but if it's a packable, multifunctional Mach you're after, these will do nicely.
Then we've got the Cirrus Hut slipper from RAB, which is also available in a boot, by the way. They're a great mix of a house slipper and a hut slipper that you could also totally take backpacking. There's just enough foam in the footbed to give it a little squish, so it's comfy, but it's still very minimal, which I personally prefer. The upper is nice and light and filled with cozy insulation. Bonus that you can wear it as a slip-on, but it's super easy to just grab that big pull loop and just pop your heel right in. Obviously, the bottom isn't quite as well suited for wearing outdoors. It's more of an inside slipper, but it's durable enough to take more than a few steps outside if, you know, you have to pee or something. I don't know, grab the newspaper, get the mail, chase the dog. The outer fabric, lining, and synthetic insulation are all made of recycled materials, just about everything but the sole. And fun fact, RAB is a climate neutral certified company and member of Fairwear. Plus, they have a repair service center, so you can get your RAB gear repaired if it starts to wear. Huzzah! These only weigh about 172 grams per pair, depending on the size, of course, which means they're light enough that even I, as an ultralighter, would take them backpacking. They are available in 4 colors and all the sizes, by the way, and these are easily one of my favorite pairs to just wear around the house. But I also brought these camping with me when it was cold and snowy and loved just slipping them on inside the tent. They're a little more durable and functional outside of your tent or your house than the big Agnes full moon, but not quite as robust as something like the Senuk or the Merrell. So if you're looking for a happy medium, this might be the one.
Naturally, more camp slippers than this exist, but ones that are animal product free, made of more sustainable materials, and PFAS free, there's not a lot.
But if we do discover more, which we almost certainly will, we'll add them to the list over on Terradrift.com, which we'll link to below. So go check that out if you're curious. And watching this video in, 1+ weeks after it goes live.
Then follow us on Facebook and Instagram, where you'll find all manner of ridiculous and entertaining reels and such that are a perfect way to avoid talking to your family during the holidays.
You're welcome. Not that we would ever do such a thing. Mom and Dad, please. You know we're your favorite.
Of course, we'll drop a link to all of these in the description too, but it would also be rad if you rang that bell and hit subscribe. It'll keep you posted when we release new videos every week, but also really helps support the channel.
Which we appreciate more than a cozy pair of camp slippers.
So keep those toes toasty and wander on this winter.